MC does drop, or not drop, but ban Wolfram. Ezrath gets banned. We saw Ezrath being picked up by Dia a lot yesterday. They like to do the Wombo combo with, I think it was Ezrath and Poseidon. So maybe they're making sure Mercenary doesn't do that as well.
Yeah, MC having first pick, they probably just don't want to face the Esrath because he is a fairly new hero to the game, so a lot of teams don't really know how to deal with him right now.
Yeah, Freya obviously getting banned. We saw how powerful she was in that game 2 of the last series. So just a consistent ban here. Usually red team is the one banning it since blue team has first pick. So it's just a smart ban from red team to not allow that first pick to get away from them. Burnator comes out, another strong initiator, and Guan Yu actually being banned out. And I think that's a good ban. They did use Guan Yu a fair amount yesterday. So I think they used it in replace of Poseidon when they didn't have the Poseidon in game 2. They had the Guan Yu. I was almost positive. Just a note, Sean, we were talking about this pick yesterday a lot and how it was being banned actually a decent amount too. It was Dragos, and we haven't seen them picked up at all now in this tournament.
Yeah, we've seen him banned a lot in EU, but it seems like Asia they just don't like running Dragos, even though I think he has the highest win rate. So it's kind of strange to me how they're not running this in their comps.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see what they maybe they're gonna go for a first pick. I feel like they might steal the Poseidon here. No, they actually pick up Aiden right away. And they were doing this yesterday as well. They really do love their Aiden. They just the rotations from the Aiden early game just are really big from them. They love to land those binding arrows and get work done early on.
Yeah, so DX they do pick up Lunaria and Apollo, two very solid picks.
Yeah, we saw how much work Apollo did in these games so far in Asia, and it's so strong. So
Still
Luna gets picked
Poseidon.
up.
Poseidon's still not picked up
Yep, is
though.
that
I'm
a
pretty
Lu Bu
surprised.
getting picked up, or is that Dragos? I think it's Dragos, right? Being hovered. Murdoch being hovered
That's
as
that's
well.
Lubu.
Yeah, that's Lubu. Lubu
Yeah.
gets picked up. So, I mean, pretty standard pick so far. Una has been a huge asset so far in this tournament in terms of damage. Like the amount of damage and CC she provides, it's just massive. And they actually do pick up the Poseidon that we were talking about earlier and Cleopatra. So they're going on a little bit of a different route than they did yesterday. They only had the Poseidon that was a frontliner, but they do pick up the Apollo as well. Maybe he has a counter pick um, to not let MC get it. And they actually do pick up Nosferatu. So this is going to be the second Nosferatu that we see of the tournament. We saw it do a lot of work in the last game.
I'm not too sure if it synergizes well with their comp
Niza.
though.
We
Yeah,
haven't
that's
seen
pretty interesting.
yeah, we haven't seen this picked up at all this tournament. So it's going to be nice to see what she can get done here. Kind of played like an assassin type hero. So see if she can get some work done. And looks like Ancients are going to be picking up. It looks like the Pyrus, which would make sense. I'm pretty sure they played it a lot yesterday, and I think that was the only carry that they did play in terms of attack damage. And they are gonna pick it up. So no Mikio picked up. Very strange to see. Maybe Mikio instead of Aniza could have been good. But looking forward to this game. What draft you preferring right now between these two teams?
I really like Zera's lineup. I favor theirs over MC definitely. I think if Poseidon can land at least a 2 or 3 man ulti, they can easily chain that with Lunaria ult as well as Cleo Snare. So
Welcome
yeah,
to
I think
Heroes
Deer
Evolved.
has a really good
Deploy in
draft this game.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I have to agree. I'm preferring Dia's lineup. Just so much damage, so much CC, and like they have a lot of movement as well. Apollo can jump in and out of fights. So can Cleopatra to follow up, and Poseidon as well, able to just create havoc and kind of like an Electros in terms of so hard to kill. Especially because I know that this Poseidon loves to build a Jade's Heart, so he's kind of just invisible or invincible. Sorry, for a lot of the time.
They're actually running the Una and the bot lane. I kind of like that.
Yeah, well, they have the
Switching it up a little
Nosferatu,
bit.
yeah, in the mid, so already putting a lot of pressure on this mid lane. And we know that like the power of Nosferatu's River of Blood, just able to melt creep waves so strong. They're not able to juke the River of Blood, so they just have to stand there and die. Poor creeps. Rest in peace, creeps. Bottom lane, so it's a dual lane with Una and Lulu. Aiden in the solo top, seems like. Actually, he's farming with his illusion. That's a little cute play there from Sento. I like that for Mercenaries. Apollo farming with the defense buff right now, and Niza just farming the lanes. Might like look for a gank here in the top lane, possibly. Ward coming down from ISO, good ward. Actually drops down 2 wards. Very strange. 2 wards in the exact same spot. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, I think one was a D ward, possibly.
Yeah, one's a counter.
Yeah. So Crystal getting a little bit of pressure on this lane. Already one quarter of the health gone from the tower, but that's definitely gonna happen when you're facing off against a Nosferatu in lane.
Yeah, she can't really do too much. The River of Blood AoE damage is just way too much compared to Cleo's Claw. But as long as she doesn't take too much damage on this tower, she'll be fine.
Yeah, Dragon gonna be up in 25 seconds, so we're gonna see how the movement of teams are actually going around. Aiden does get a ward down in Dragon Pit as well as a ward right beside it in the river, so they're gonna get some control early on of what's going on around the map. Poseidon just clearing bottom wave. So good in the solo lane, so hard to kill. Very similar to how Electrus was used in the last series. Cleo now just starting to sustain, trying to do a little better in this lane. Dragon does come up here. Ward is down for both teams, so both teams have vision of Dragon. It looks like this might be where the first fight is. Poseidon just pushing out this next wave, I think, and then he's gonna TP in.
Yep. And DX, I think, just pinged Dragon there. I think they just went to scout it to see if MC is gonna start it. They saw MC just D-ward that
Yep,
ward.
they are going to start it though. Niza's in there. Ooh, good poke there from Apollo. Niza jumps over the wall. Looks like they're just both poking at it. Who's going to get it here? And Dragon does get stolen by doesn't get stolen. Nosferatu's River of Blood does get the last hit. Ooh, Apollo going to dive here. Good illusion teleport from Sento though.
Yeah, and Zera's just gonna put some pressure on this top lane.
Yeah,
They're gonna force a rotate from Una there, easily clear the wave. What I really liked by this Una pick is that she can just use her ult to secure Dragon. Like, she just dropped it in the pit once again.
And with River of Blood too, it's just kind of chunking him slowly but surely, and they do get the eventual kill from River of Blood.
Yeah, and then they just disengage and just wait for the ults to come back up.
Yeah, good play there from Merc so far. And I mean, Tio did look like one of the strongest teams going into the tournament yesterday, but Mercenary is showing that, hey, we're not something to screw around with either. We're gonna show you guys that we can play as well. And, I like this from Mercenary, and they're changed up their tactics a little bit too. Nosferatu, new pick, Niza, new pick as well. So they're not afraid to try something different. Maybe saving these strats for semifinal day.
Yeah, even running the Una in the bot lane, that's kind of new. We haven't seen that at all within the tournament so far.
Yeah, definitely doing some different stuff. And now
Oh,
this
with
is
the
a
bot
part
lane.
yeah, this is a part where Cleo can start clearing waves very easily too. So the mid lane is just kind of becoming a stalemate. And Apollo gonna look for a dive here. He has a defense buff, but he does just jump in and jump right back out.
So both teams playing super safe this game.
Yeah, there's still no first blood. 5 minutes in, it's very rare to see. Zakar is coming up in 40 seconds. Bottom lane, just casual farming all over the map right now. Only at 1k gold lead, just probably from the Dragon mainly. Everything else has been pretty standard so far. People just rotating. Cleo just going, taking jungle camps when she can. She just clears mid wave, takes jungle camps. Not jumble camps, but my words are jumbling. That's for sure. So standard builds here coming out from each team. Wand of Celerity being built on Cleopatra, allowing her that movement speed and being able to run around in fights a lot easier. She has really low cooldowns on her claws, so she is able to just move around in fights a lot quicker with that Wand of Celerity.
Yeah. I like to see her get a coronet next. She'll probably need that early on to build up some stacks.
Yeah, very early Jade's Heart's coming out too.
As you can see, Nosferatu, he already has his coronet, so he's been already stacking, which I think is going to be pretty huge coming into mid game.
Yeah, lots of TPs coming out here. I think they know Zakar is up, so it's something to possibly go on. And I think there's been no kills because both teams' movements have been so good and just their awareness of what's going on around the map. And they're not allowing anything to get done. They're just always backing up at the right moments, knowing when TPs are coming, knowing when ganks are happening. Dragon gonna be up again in 35 seconds, so there's gonna be two things that contest for on the map in 30 seconds. It's gonna be Zakar and the Dragon. Apollo in the jungle taking his buff, and he actually does steal the gold buff. Good little steal there, and Pyrus is gonna get their own buff up top, so good movement there from Apollo. So two lanes right now have kind of just become a stalemate while the rest of the team is just farming the rest of the map, moving around. They look like they're going to contest this Dragon. No one wants to go for Zakar, because if you do lose the Zakar fight, you're going to lose Zakar and a huge fight, and a lot of gold swing is going to go in favor of whatever team. So maybe just looking for the more little smaller fights in terms of Dragon here. They are going to start over the wall here.
Yep, they're going to hit it over the wall. There's not too much DX can do. Maybe, I think Una needs to drop her ult right in the pit right now.
Yep, good damage coming down to these.
There it is, she's going to drop it, and they
good
do
steal from Aiden. Oh no, Aiden is still... For some reason I keep thinking it's a steal. I just see these claws getting flying in and Apollo spears being thrown in too. I was like, oh, is it a steal? But it isn't a steal.
This is really bad for MC because now they don't have Una ult, and I think
they might engage here.
Also Aiden ulted for that.
So Pain very passive right now. Dia did not want to like go in there at all. They just kind of just gave up the Dragon for a second time, and the gold lead is starting to become a little bigger. They keep giving up these Dragons for free, up to 3k gold now. Gonna put some pressure on this tower though. Try to poke at the tower a little bit with the creeps, doing very minimal damage. This bottom lane just being stalemated right now. Cleo's mid. Lubu's mid, Aiden clearing camps. Gonna go split push bottom with this speed. Might be able to get a lot of tower damage here if no one TPs very soon.
Oh, but Aiden's gonna port top. I think they're gonna look to fight here.
Yeah, he pushed out the way a little bit. Oh, it lands a good shackle.
Poseidon still doesn't have ult, so if they initiate it right now, they could actually probably win this fight.
This creep wave in the bottom lane too is being pushed by the creeps because Aiden was down there. So looks like Pyrus is gonna go down and push it back. So just movement from both teams right now is very smart. Not allowing anything, not allowing any split pushing to go on. Just controlling the map very well from both sides.
Poseidon just got his ulti, so I'm pretty curious to see if Tier's gonna try and make a play off this. I feel like they need Poseidon ult to even start any sort of player on the map.
Zakar is still up. They might do this. Just Zakar or Apollo and Pyrus might be able to do it. Just them two could sneak it. No vision on Zakar at the moment. Doesn't look like they're gonna go for it though. This mid tower very low as well. Mid and bottom tower for opposing teams are low right now.
Such a safe game. There's no first blood and it's 10 minutes in.
Yeah. Very safe. Very safe. Igneos Blade being picked up by Apollo here.
Oh.
Gargoyle's Heart on the Lunaria.
They might go on Zakar. Una does have the Oracle, so she's just gonna see that it's not warded.
Oh, she actually goes a very early Oracle. I like that from Mercenary. We haven't seen that a lot actually in this tournament. Early Oracles don't really get picked up, but I really like that from coming out from Mercenary. Trying to get a bit of map control here. They know they're a bit in the lead. They have a couple of dragons in favor, so they know that they have a bit of a gold lead. Buying that Oracle just to keep the lead in their favor. Good wave play here from Una, allowing Nosferatu to just hold top. They might go for this tower down bottom. Lots of TPs, 3 TPs. Both teams just mimicking each other right now with their rotations and nothing getting done. They try to TP bomb to try to take a quick tower, but instantly Dia TPs 3 people as well. So good rotations from both teams here.
Yeah, it seems like both teams they have a really similar play style, and it just they're both playing, they're reacting the same way, and it's not really turning into any team fights or objectives. They're playing very passive, trying to take the right fight at the right time. Oh, but mid tower actually does fall, and Nosferatu, he's not in the bot lane. He's got to rotate over to help his team.
Yeah, Zakara's gonna be coming up soon. Sorry about that, guys. It didn't pop up. Gonna have to fix that over the break. But back into the game. Yarp just pushing out this lane with his waves, his waveforms. They're actually taking Dragon. These Nosferatu still taking Dragon here. No vision early. Just jumped over the wall and taking it from the side. So another free Dragon going in the way of MC.
MC has 3 dragons, but the gold is only 2 or 3k right now.
Yeah, I mean the tower did go in favor of Dia, so not too much to break them or separate them rather.
Your team has
They do take top tower now as well. They're gonna TP bottom. They might look for an engagement here. Lubu looks like he might try to go in, but they do back up after they see this TP. Oh no, Nosferatu actually cancels his TP, trying to find a kill onto the Pyrus, but he has a speed buff, so he does get out. Still no first blood coming out here in 12 minutes. First blood in this next team fight could cause a lot of damage in terms of net worth. Sento trying to land a stun or binding arrow there, but not able to. Hits the creep and does get the kill on the creep. I might try to force something here. Good oracles, deleting wards here.
Yeah, this tower's really low, but you see Pyrus, he's split pushing in the top lane.
Yep,
he might
trying to
actually
land
be
a
able to
binding
take that
arrow.
tower.
I think he will be able to if no one teams up. They know that they have to go in now or never, and it looks like Niza's trying to go in. They do pop speed burst and oracle. Oh, the illusion almost gets it for Aiden. They do actually lose that top tower. Niza tries a TP, but it's a bit too late. Lubu putting pressure on mid lane as well. They might try to get this gank onto Lubu. They do get this tower so low, so almost a trade for towers. Bottom lane, they might be going in. Cleo, she could have went in there and landed a 2-man snare, but she didn't want to actually go in. Maybe they told her to back up. So good rotations coming out from both teams. 2 towers down right now for Gia, so gold lead only at 3k right now.
Yeah, both bottom tower and mid tower, they're both like one shot. I think MC, they just need a group right now with Aiden illusion and just take it.
Yeah, should be a very easy tower to take. Looks like Pyrus is going to be split pushing mid lane and Laza split pushing top, so it's a 4v4 right now in the bottom lane. Pyrus gonna go defend top from Niza. Niza gonna TP mid. So these rotations from both teams have been so good. Back and forth. Teams both reading each other and playing so well right now. Not giving any team anything for free. And this is the type of Heroes Evolved I like to watch. Just so methodical and tactical. It's very cute to see. You can tell both teams really think about how they want to play. Just
we haven't really seen much games like this where there's no first blood within 15 minutes.
Yeah, and they're gonna take a second tower mid. So well done there for Mercenaries. Getting 2 towers there for free. Dio tried to rotate in time, but yeah, good gold swing there. 5k now. Was at a 3k. Now it's at 5k. They might actually catch out Niza here. Doesn't land the snare. She's so low. The claw just misses. Oh, Lunaria! What a dodge from Niza though.
No, it's her ulti.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
She revives.
I thought she dodged it. But good snipe from Lunaria. So her ult, Niza's ult is down.
Yeah, still no first blood though.
Yeah, it's rough. 6k. I wanted that to be a first blood. I got hyped. I was like, yes, finally a kill. But Niza had to ruin my day and not allow first blood to happen. Zakar looks like
I feel like Zero should force something now that Niza ult is down.
They're actually gonna go in here. Binding arrow does land, but he uses his invincibility to actually dodge it. So not actually landing as I thought. Good damage and poke out coming out from Cleo. Illusion gets dropped from Aiden just to do a little bit of poke damage, not giving them anything.
She's just soloing Dragon right now. They have no idea.
Yep, another free dragon going in the way of MC. It's the 4th dragon now. Gold lead now starting to swing a little more and a little more, almost at 10k. So MC doing a great job of gaining this map control, gaining this gold lead.
Oh, but Nosferatu, he's deep in there. He's got to back up.
Alright, ult hits nothing. Aiden trying to get some damage done. Not the real Aiden though, it is an illusion.
Yeah, Poseidon's gonna have to position himself really well.
Ooh, Nizo actually going in, gets dropped. Can she die? No, she actually gets popped. This is gonna be the first big fight. Jason actually getting low. Doe, he gets absolutely blown up. Levi getting blown up as well. Good damage coming out from Cleopatra. Gets Una so low with the Oracle. 1 down, odd for Nosferatu, 2 down for Dia. They're actually gonna reinitiate. Huge damage coming out from Cleo. Gets a double kill there onto them. A 3-for-3 exchange. Lunaria does drop her ult as well. Good damage coming out there from what's his name? Ailer F. They changed their names. They used to just be their first abbreviation. It used to be AINSY, but they actually gave themselves names now. Good fight there. 3-for-3. This game is so even. Wow.
Yeah, it's a very even game. Poseidon, he kind of positioned himself really bad in that fight. He only got, I think, an ult off onto Niza. But if he was able to catch more than one person, I feel like that fight would have turned in Zira's favor. It was a little bit unfortunate there, but that was
some very similar situation for Niza too. She kind of went in, she used her ult, or her ult gets popped, and then she revived, and she almost got instantly blown up by the Cleo and Lunaria. So good damage coming out here. They might try to find a pick. They do get slowed. Lubu does find a kill on this bottom lane onto the Lunaria. Solo kill. Aiden jumps in with his illusion, or sets down his illusion rather. So this might have another fight here. They're trying to take control of the Zakar. Trying to push them back. Does throw out a stun. Does good damage. Pyrus, Apollo trying to go in. I can see Apollo diving in here. Maybe they're trying to steal the Zakar, but Zakar does drop to Lubu. MC has it. Ooh, Niza's so low, but she does have her ult. Oh no, I don't think she does actually. So they could have went for the kill there, but maybe afraid of Zakar buff. Gets a free tower here. Poseidon might be caught out. Uses his invincibility. Gets jumped on. Frozen Scepter onto him. Apollo does jump into the backline. Lubu jumping solo. Tower solo. He does get ulted. Oh, Aiden does get a kill onto Pyrus though. Poseidon so low. Used his ultimate to try to finish off Lubu. Couldn't finish him off. First tower going down to MC. Apollo jumping in. Gets obliterated though. That's the 2nd kill going in the way. Lunaria with a great ult. Jumping back in. Good kill there from Cleopatra. Levi drops as well. Well played by Lunaria, but they do lose a base turret, so super creeps will be happening in the bottom lane. 15k gold lead, slowly building for Mercenaries, who are playing a fantastic game right now against Dia.
Yeah, they dove up high ground, but they knew that they were going to get an even trade, and they got the base turret on top of that, so really well played the Mercenaries there.
Yeah, I think it was a well played. Lubu actually jumps in onto the Poseidon as soon as he comes out of his invincibility, and Una actually uses her Frozen Scepter, so they were able to blow up, not actually kill the Poseidon, but put so much damage that he lived with probably 100, 200 HP, and he had to get out of the fight, so he was a non-factor during that fight, which allowed them to win the fight and take that eventual tower. So now back to just being like very stale. You can see Mercenary and Dio were two teams that played very safe and played very tactically smart. They would wait for Zakars, not push their advantage too much, playing very laid back, I guess you could say. Another dragon going in the way of MC. Starting to build their goal lead by even more now. 13k ahead.
Yeah, MC, they're just going to keep applying the pressure. They have that Zakar buff. They would really want to make the most out of it.
Yeah, I don't see Pyrus doing a lot of work this game. He's been kind of a non-factor. In terms of how strong he was yesterday for Dia, he's definitely not doing as much work as yesterday.
Yeah, Aiden's definitely doing a lot more work this game, especially with his positioning. It's been spot on. He's always able to ult in the backline there and get a few kills, and he's able to auto the tower. And yeah, he's doing a really good job with his positioning this game.
This Nosferatu just going a very tanky build with the Coronet and the Arcane Orb, so lots of HP on him. Ragnar Kranen is picked up by Pyrus though, so he might be outputting a little more damage now with his right clicks. Oh, Apollo actually jumping on the knees, getting a good little poke there on there, but just applying a little bit of pressure. Does use his shield though, so that should be down eventually.
Slowly but surely, poking them at tower.
They're just using this Aiden illusion. This is why Aiden's such a strong pick. His illusion does so much damage. Does a percentage of his actual right click damage, and can just deal so much damage. He actually misclicks there. Doesn't get the illusion onto the high ground to deal damage to the turret, so kind of a useless illusion usage there.
Oh, but Apollo, he almost got a nice stun off on Nosferatu there.
Yeah, Nosferatu using that speed though. He's TP in bottom. I'm gonna split push this lane so they don't get a free tower. They're actually gonna drop back here, probably waiting for the next Zakar. So playing very safe right now, Mercenary. But the longer you wait, the easier it is for teams to catch up in gold. And we can see these builds starting to come to the end. So the longer they wait, the more it just doesn't even matter what the gold lead's gonna be like.
Yeah, but they do have a base turret, while Zier doesn't even have all the tier 1s dead yet, so... But I guess that late in the game, it doesn't really matter. If you get a nice team wipe, you're able to just run right down mid and end the game, so... It's gonna come down to probably this next team fight, or the next 2 team fights.
Yeah, we're gonna see. It could be a back and forth, because, I mean, even if they do win team fights, you need a couple of people to survive to be able to take towers and take bases, base turrets. If it's just like a 5 for 4, then it's very hard to push and actually get a lot of tower damage onto the enemy team. Zakar coming up in 50 seconds. Exactly what MC is waiting for until they engage again.
Yeah, there's no reason to be too aggressive. Just wait it out, gets the car, and then regroup mid and go for the push for that base turret. I think Dier's playing it really well too, though. They're not being too over aggressive, overextending. And
to be fair, this game is just so close. Like, it's 6-5. The only reason why Mercenary is winning this game is just the littlest minuscule things that they're doing right. Just a little bit better than Dia is just allowing them to have that advantage in these team fights and take towers. Just playing the draft really well, but the Siren's actually alone right now. I'm not able to find him. Nizam might split push this tower a little bit. No, she's actually just gonna run into the jungle, so good defense there from Dia. Not giving them anything. The car actually gets killed right now by Sento.
Yeah, Nosferatu, he's probably just going to keep applying pressure in the bot lane, get these super creeps pushed into their base.
Yeah.
While his other teammates are probably just going to try to do a little bit of poke on the towers in the meantime.
Yeah, probably just going to be using these Aiden illusions to try to chunk this tower, so the longer that Dia waits to initiate, the harder it's going to get for them, because MC could just keep taking these towers very easily. They need to realize this too. And look at this tower, just taking that minuscule damage, but slowly but surely, it's a battle of nutrition right now.
Yeah, Aiden, he has to wait.
Attrition, not nutrition. Attrition.
Aiden has to wait each time for his creep wave to go high ground to get vision for that tower for his illusion to do any damage, but I think Una bomb gives vision, so I'd like to see Una throw her bomb at the tower and then Aiden drop his illusion each time.
Yeah. I agree. He actually has a defense buff. Maybe he'll be a little more aggressive here, but they actually push up the lane pretty far into the mid lane. But with the defense buff, he might be able to, you know, oh, they have a defense and an attack buff on Lubu, so they could possibly actually go for it on this fight. Two really good buffs. Ooh, that illusion gets absolutely obliterated. No chance for it to do any tower damage. Gets one auto attack off. Ooh, good damage coming out onto Niza. One of the longer games we've seen so far. One of the more tactical games as well. 26 minutes in right now, 6-5. 18k gold lead as well.
Yeah, this is more like a game of chess.
Yeah, it really
So
is.
Whoever makes the wrong move is just gonna.
And it looks like MC is just pushing towards a checkmate, just playing their advantage, using those illusions to take down turrets. So. Yeah, just keeps pushing out these lanes. One of the longer games we've seen in both tournaments right now, going up to 27 minutes. I think one was longer yesterday. It was a 30-minute game.
They'll eventually get this tower though, so I think Zero just needs to man up at one point. I think once the car buff gets
Man
up.
up!
Yeah, they're just gonna have to man up.
Yeah. But are they men? I mean, they're gods, but are they men? That's the thing. Oh, pushing out top lane. MC actually TPs all the way back into their own jungle right now. Gonna take Dragon once again here. So, full build is basically happening for both teams here, so gold isn't a huge factor anymore. As builds are starting to meet their end.
Poseidon's gotta be careful though. Lubu's actually gonna initiate right onto him. Poseidon uses his invulnerability. He actually dodges the binding arrow though, but he's going down. Use Poseidon. He's gonna turn. Apollo! He's gonna go hand in hand though. He knows time to stun up to Una. Una uses her bomb to fly away though, but
So
he's in a lot of trouble. Apollo's actually gonna fall here unless he slides away.
Oh, he does actually jump away.
Oh my god, there's nobody dies!
Nobody is dying right here in this fight. So many people are getting low. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What a fight. How does no one die there? What a play there by Apollo too, just dashing the last second right before Lubu could finish him off. Just well played. Una getting dropped so low in that backline when Apollo did dive, and Poseidon actually dropped very low as well in his backline. So a lot of close calls there.
Yeah, at least that fight kind of created a bit of space for Zero to go outside of their base a bit now.
Yeah, put some wards out. They finally have, you can see wards all across their jungle. I really like their wards out right now. And Oracle
Yeah,
needs to
but
be picked up.
The Oracles.
Oh yeah, it is up.
Yeah, 2 Oracles on the field
The
for.
car up in a minute. Oracle up on Cleopatra as well. Cleo definitely doing a lot of work this game. 3-0 and 2 has been involved in every single one of the kills, outputting so much damage in these team fights. So she's definitely gonna play a huge part in if they can win a team fight. Ooh, that silence on the Cleo. I think she wanted to jump on the Niza, but wasn't able to because of Niza's silence.
I don't even know what to say.
There's not much to say. Just have to keep pushing out lanes. essentially.
Team's full build. Zakar just spawned.
Car is up, yeah, they're gonna take it, I think. This tower is still so low, man.
Yeah, MC, they just need to pull back, take Zakar. It's probably the smartest move.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do, exactly. So what's the Zakar going in their way? Dio just gives it to them, that's fine. Now slowly pushing out bottom lane. So far, so good for both teams. I don't know, like, MC has the smallest advantage just with this tower in the bottom lane. They're trying to poke at this tower still in the mid, but not able to. Oh, they're gonna like go high ground here. Creep waves are getting a lot of damage done and a lot of damage going down on the tower. The tower actually does get dropped. This is what we were talking about. They can just keep poking at this tower all game if Dia doesn't end up doing something, and they're just gonna keep losing damage or health from their tower, and they just gave up another free tower there. So definitely not what they want. Now they're down 2 lanes of super creeps.
Yeah, this Poseidon's gonna play a big factor in this next fight. He really needs to land a big ulti for this game to get turned around so that they can push down mid.
Yeah, a lot of them need to survive if they do want to change this game though, especially Pyrus, who is their ADC in this game. Yeah, not giving up, just buying time, just clearing out these waves as best as they can. Ooh, actually jumping on the Poseidon, gets a good stun. They actually chain lock him down so low. Someone going on in the back line, and Lunari gets blown up, and Niza uses her ult. Polo on the back line here though, and they're actually taking a good fight. Una drops her ult in the middle of all this, and they do take the tower. Aiden just focus the tower down. Niza does end up dying, but it's a 1 for their tower, so super creeps in all 3 lanes now. Niza gets blown up by the Lunaria. I think I said Lunaria used her ult in that fight, and I got confused with Lunaria and Niza, but Lunaria used her ult onto Niza, which popped Niza's ult, and eventually got the kill on Niza. But Aiden doing a great job just focusing the tower while his team goes on into the back line.
Yeah, so Deer now, Apollo is bot lane, so this is a 4-4 fight. They're just gonna take this tower, probably go towards Dragon to take the buff.
I'm surprised they wouldn't TP Apollo in there. Maybe try to go for his Niza's down for 20 seconds. They could have went for high ground there, possibly, but I would have liked to seen them do that. But maybe they're just afraid of this top tower pushing in too far.
Yeah, mega creeps in all lanes. It's a little bit tough.
Yeah, for sure. But that's why they need. I think they needed to go there because 20 seconds of down. If they win a fight, a 5v4 fight there, they can just win the game. So maybe a bit of a misplay there from Dia. I would have liked to seen them do that, but maybe a little bit of miscommunication. I don't know. Gonna be tough for Dia here. Still no damage done onto this base tower though.
Yeah, Dira's gonna have to do something very soon though. They can't just let all these 3 waves push into the base like that.
I agree. A big factor in that fight too is Poseidon got caught out, and you could see he didn't go for the Jade's Heart this game, which is very confusing to me. I feel like he should have won it. It's definitely causing him an issue this game as he's getting chain CC'd a lot of the time by this Lu Bu. Just clearing out waves. Aiden drops down an illusion to get some vision here.
Yeah, I think Dira just needs to stay high ground.
Yeah, but this game's just gonna go on forever if someone does not make a move soon. Because DL can just push out these lanes for literally forever. Maybe waiting for Zakar once again. Mercenaries Longest game so far of any game that's happened in HCC tournament games. Going to 35 minutes now.
Yep. I think DX has the right mentality though. They can't really push out of their base at this point. They just need to stay high ground and
Yeah, and I like how they're pushing out the lanes together. They keep roaming as 5 each lane to push out the waves, not allowing for any pick-off attempts from MC.
Yep, and soon MC is probably gonna get impatient, and that's what DX really wants.
Yeah, good damage actually out there from Cleo onto the Aiden. He has an attack buff. Maybe they'll go in on this soon enough.
All these wards coming out in the base. There's
Yeah,
so
you see
many
in this
wards.
bottom lane? So many words. I think it's because they have so much extra gold, they're just buying a bunch of words.
Yeah.
Because right now everyone seems to be full build. Zakar up in 19, so I'm sure they're going to take that. All these words. Oh my god. You know, it could be a little bit of a strategy. Maybe they're hoping they accidentally right click on one of the words and miss auto attack.
Yeah, I think that's what the play is.
I actually think that might be a little bit of a strategy there. It's actually kind of
Yeah.
smart now, now that I think about it.
Yeah, if MC were to push high ground, probably a majority of the autos, if they weren't in range, they would probably just hit the words instead. So
Look at this. It's like it's like Minesweeper right now. Just a bunch of mines everywhere.
I really like this because I actually do think a majority of the autos are gonna go on these words. So
Yeah, I actually do too. So good play coming out from Dia here. This is something new that we haven't seen before, but I'm liking it.
yeah, it was a nice little strategy there. Oh, and Apollo actually initiates in. He
On to
bumped his reflex.
Apollo.
He's going right out to Aiden.
Get
Aiden
off
in the
of the
back
Maya,
line did so much trouble. But now Apollo's gonna get turned on. Frozen Scepter. He does get instantly jumped there. Oh, they gotta retreat. There's
for
no
one.
way that DX can reinitiate that.
1 for 1. 1 for 1. Apollo
Oh, but
does
MC
drop. Niza does
MC,
drop
they're
as well.
gonna go in here. This is it.
This could be it. Tower's still very healthy. Or sorry, the base.
They're just autoing all the boards.
Bro, what's OP? It's a new strategy.
I
Nerf
like it.
blocks. Nerf blocks. Look at them. They're like, what? This is a minefield of words. So Apollo and Niza will be spawning at the exact same time. They're just clearing the waves here, making sure no tower damage or base damage will be taken. Good little poke there from Poseidon onto the backline.
I wonder if the creeps actually attack the ward too if they get vision of it. Yeah, they do. See? If you look in the bot lane, the creeps are actually clearing the wards so that it buys them time.
Oh, wow. But do the creeps... That's actually awesome. That's a good little play from Dia. Buying so much time with this strategy. If they take this game, I'm gonna be so impressed with the way they're playing. Dropping down these
you
wards.
can see that they're clearing the wards. Like if you look in the bot lane right
They
now,
just keep
they're-
putting down more wards.
Yeah.
Wow, wards OP or what? Grant Vision and act as mini towers.
Yeah, it just buys DX so much time to clear the waves if the waves are attacking the wards instead of their main. It's really well played.
Yeah, I like it. I like it, but I want to see a fight, because I like fights even more. That's for sure. Nothing happening here. Ooh, Lubu's gonna jump in, initiation onto Lunaria, who gets blown up. Apollo on the backline, dude, so much damage to Aiden. Aiden jumping solo in this backline. Niza actually uses her ult as well as she gets dropped solo. Pyrus trying to clear waves. Pyrus dropping low. Lubu gets frozen something. Aiden just taking down the base. Can they stop this Aiden? He's taking down the base, dropping solo. Aiden, and they do take game 1, Mercenaries. 1-0 over Dia. Wow. That was just the first game, Sean. 40 minutes.
That's